is up, everybody? Aaron the Ghost here, at least for the beginning of the match. And we are here for the semifinals, the second match or the first match, depending on the order we put this in, of the semifinals, the other two being Shannon Briggs and Abby Brooks. And in the bottom half of the bracket, the part of the bracket at one point I was in and then unofficially got removed from. And then it eventually led to this. Rose here. Not going to say that Rose is here because of me, though. Rose has earned her way here because of her very unique selection of categories and even more unique knowledge of those categories. And she is playing the notable prick, Erick himself. So we're going to start out by talking to Rose, one of the many kind of newcomers on the scene here. Great to have you here, Rose. It's been fun to watch you. I watch every single match, even when I don't get to play or host, and just seeing you kind of get more confident within this weird world of trivia that I don't believe you'd ever played in before, at least online. How does it feel to kind of each match? Do you feel more confident or comfortable? Am I just completely?
No, I would not say that I do, actually. Actually, every time I go into this saying, I don't feel very confident about this, I don't think I'm going to do very well this time. And sometimes I'm correct and sometimes I'm not.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is, if you're watching this league and you actually do watch the intros, first of all, we appreciate you. Second of all, you're going to notice a theme. No one is confident in themselves. No one who's good, at least. I was always confident in myself, especially with David Cronenberg. And I believe I got 2 questions right out of 40, like ever. So, like, including about my favorite movie. Yeah, so no confidence, probably the way to go because you're here for a reason. So excited to see it. And no one wants to be playing Erick right now for many reasons. And one of them is how he's playing, which is very, very well. I speak from experience. Ripped the belts from me and my wife. I mean, just ruined 8 months of happiness, which was us not playing a match. That was our secret to keeping the belts. But this is singles here. Erick, how you feeling tonight? Welcome.
I'm feeling good. This should be a lot of fun. I've been playing in the Horror League for around 2 years right now, and I still come into every match less confident than before. Like, I'm always expecting to one of these days I'm going to be embarrassed, and it's going to happen someday, but somehow it hasn't happened yet. I've seen also every match Rose has played. She's played fantastic. She picks weird stuff that I'm always excited to watch. I'm always excited to watch weird stuff that I hadn't seen before. I wish I had that a bit more chance to see some of those in this time because I got a vacation recently. Hopefully that doesn't stumble me too much, but it should be a great match. I'm already nervous. Yeah, let's go in. Let's get
started. No, it's good nerves here, but we all love the horror because it makes us scared. We all love playing in the horror league because it's a scary league to play in. So without any further questions, we have a round 1 here that is very, very scary. That's part of the reason I'm no longer playing here. It is the speed round, as I said, the scariest round 1 in all of movie trivia. Prior to the match, both players have drafted 4 general categories and 8 one-point questions have been written in the order the categories were drafted. Players should number their boards 1 through 8 right now, vertically or in a box or however you want to do it. Questions will be read at intervals of 10 seconds apiece. The round ends 10 seconds after the 8th question has been read. For the duration of the match, both players have 3 repeats and a challenge to use at their discretion. In round 1, a repeat may be used as time is expiring to get any amount of questions reread and an additional 20 seconds of time to write answers after. If all 8 questions are answered correctly, the player and the players accomplishing the perfect round will be asked the 9th bonus question. All right, there's no other questions, so I'm not going to ask if there's any other questions. We are going to begin with me reading question number 1, and I can pull it up, John, in the category of Brian De Palma, who composed the scores for Carrie and Raising Cain, not the restaurant.
That's where I had dinner tonight because I've never been there before. I was like, let me see what the hype's all about. It's fine.
They look like average chicken tenders.
They're fine.
All right. Next question, John.
In Famke Janssen, who directed Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters?
I've been wanting to see the Osgood Perkins Gretel and Hansel, but I haven't watched it yet.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, I'm sure. Question number 3, 90s Tony Todd. What is the profession of the first person we see killed in Candyman? Farewell to the Flesh.
What did that lady or gentleman do for a living?
Eric made me watch this movie, part of why I will never forgive him.
Hey, at least it's better than the third one.
That's true. I'm so bad I forgot which one it was. Go ahead, John.
In Samuel Child, how many siblings make up the Hamiltons in total?
Just to be clear, I was talking about the third movie. I'm just so bad at trivia. I already forgot which one was the third movie. And
The third one starring Baywatch's Donna D'Errico.
Hopefully that's not a question.
It is not. Question number 5, Paranormal Activity. What is the name of Katie and Christie's grandmother, who is a member of the Witches' Coven, revealed in Paranormal Activity 3? I'll try to limit the crosstalk here. I apologize.
We're hosting. We're hosting
I
this
know,
all over.
but it's hard. It's a speed round.
In Melissa Barrera, who plays Peter, or the codename Peter, the French-Canadian muscle of the kidnapping team in Abigail? Should make it clear that those characters, not their real names, assigned names.
Correct. Yeah.
Also,
and,
no trivia question.
yeah. Abigail, it was all right. Question number 7, 2010s. What 2010s horror comedy features supporting performances from Anna Kendrick, John C. Reilly, and Gary Marshall?
Yes, that Gary Marshall.
We could do MFK with these 3 and really learn a lot about each other, but we have to go to question number 8.
You definitely have John C. Reilly. In Hannah Fireman, what U.S. state serves as the setting for The Unwanted?
We're all marrying Gary Marshall. Stop it.
Yeah. Killing Anna Kendrick. She's had her time.
All right. We're going to need answers or repeats in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go ahead and we'll go to Eric first. Go ahead with your answers, Eric.
So the first one I said Pino Donaggio.
Okay.
The second one I said Tommy Wirkola. I hope that's his name. Third I said writer / college professor. He was a college professor in the past one. 4 I said discuss. 5 I said Lois. 6 I said Kevin Durant. 7 I said Laugh After Beth. And 8 I said Georgia.
All right. And Rose?
1 I didn't get. 2 I said Tommy Wirkola. 3 I didn't really know. I said janitor. 4 I put 5 with the caveat that the twist ending reveals that Lenny is the 5th Hamilton sibling in the 3rd movie specifically. 5 I put Julie, but I think that might have been the mom. 6 I didn't get. 7 I put voices, and 8 I put Georgia.
Okay. You got
Very
it.
good, John. No, it's okay. Go ahead. What did you?
At the end of round 1, I got the score. Eric in the lead, 6-2.
Yep.
Answers. Pino Donaggio did do the score for those 2 movies. Tommy Wirkola directed Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. The third person killed is a professor, but he did write a book. But as Eric covered all the bases. There are 5 Hamiltons. I was counting Lenny, so yeah, there are 5 Hamiltons. The grandmother's name is Lois. Kevin Durand plays Peter. Life After Beth stars all 3 of those people. And The Unwanted takes place in South Carolina. You both 1 state off.
No. Hovering.
It's
All right.
kind of funny. We went with the same one.
Yep. But so anything can happen going into round number 2. That is the wheel round. We'll bring up the rules for that right now. And that is round number 2. As I said, the wheel round. Wheel round. All 8 categories from round 1 are now on a wheel. The player in the lead has the option to go first or defer their opponent. Both players will get 1 turn spinning the wheel. When a player spins, they may take the slicer on or utilize a respin. If a respin is used, the slice landed on after the spin is automatically chosen. The contestant will receive 5 2-point questions in that category. They can opt to hear multiple choice in any of those questions for 1 point. If an incorrect answer is given, their opponent may steal from the categories on the wheel that I made tonight. And as we all know, those categories from round 1, but I'll go through them again. The 8 categories being Brian De Palma, Pat McKee Jensen, 1990s Tony Todd, Samuel Child, Paranormal Activity, Melissa Barrera, 2010s, and Hannah Fireman, which I wrote as 1 word. So
That's fine.
It is the actress. So, Eric, now you have the option of going first or deferring.
I'll go first.
All right, and this is sponsored by Amazon Fresh. Your first spin here, Eric. Very dramatic. 90s Tony Todd.
I'll take it.
All right, I'm shocked by that answer. So we'll take away the wheel for a moment. 90s Tony Todd. And John, do you want to ask these 90s Tony Todd, or should I'll ask them?
You can ask him.
All right, sure. I'll talk to Eric if I have to. All right, and remember, you got multiple choice if you'd like it. So, question number 1. Are you clicking them? Okay. The man who is framed to be Candyman at the end of Candyman: Day of the Dead has what profession?
He's a detective / policeman. I think it's the same thing.
I don't feel like detective / policeman are the same thing at all. But John, what do you think?
He's a police officer.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
We're going to count it, but please be clear with your answers, Eric. I don't want to
so.
have to go, just, there's no challenges allowed from you. All right. Anyways, question number 2 correct for 2 points, unfortunately. All right. Who plays Johnny in The Night of the Living Dead?
Okay. Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are Bill Moseley, Tom Savini, Timothy Baum, or Zach Gilligan. B. I should give you letters too, but sorry. Got a little casual.
Hey, Bill Moseley.
That is correct for.
Yeah, I forgot that was his name. Yeah.
That is his name. All right. Question number 3. What item is the gem the Gen is hidden in, found at the beginning of Wishmaster?
It's in a statue.
That is correct for 2 points. Whoop. Hold on. I'll put away that question for a second. That's correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. Henrietta, the woman who tells Helen the origin story of Candyman, has what occupation?
She's a cleaning lady.
Cleaning lady, master of the custodial arts, janitor, any of the above are correct. That was a half-baked reference for all the horror fans out there. All right, and your final question in the category of 90s Tony Todd. What was the statue of that top dollar is impaled on in The Crow?
What was
it a statue of?
It was a gargoyle.
And that is correct for 2 points, nearly a sweep of the category. I guess I was really in the statues as I was rating these questions. So
pay attention to those statues. Pay attention to the statue details.
Tony Todd, big statue guy. I would have a Tony Todd statue. All right, Rose, over to you after that round. Eric up to 15, Rose at 2. But we know with Rose's categories, anything is possible. So with this, up to 10 points is possible. Rose, your first spin coming up right now. We might have a game after this because Melissa Barrera has arrived. Rose, are you going to respin?
No.
Oh, another shocker here. Again, I am just glad I'm sitting down for this match. John, I'm going to allow you to read these questions too.
Let's get rid of the old wheel.
Okay, fine.
All right. Here we are. Melissa Barrera. Your first question, Rose. Who directed Bed Rest?
Lori Evans Taylor.
That is her exact.
Was he even done reading the question?
That's correct for 2 points. Your second question. Which character in Scream 2022 tells Sam that Tara has been hospitalized, prompting her to return to Woodsboro?
Wes Hicks.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. Who plays Danny Brackett, Sam's secret boyfriend, in Scream 6?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Sam Claflin, B, Josh Segarra, C, Stuart Martin, or D, Penn Badgley?
B. Josh Segarra.
That is correct for a point. Your fourth question. In Abigail, what is the code name Abigail went by when acting as an enforcer for her father?
Valdez.
That is correct for 2 points. And finally, in bed rest, what exactly is the medical reason why Julie is on bed rest?
Her placenta was partially disrupted from the wall of her womb. It was partially disrupted.
You got it. Yeah,
He's dead already.
You're not a doctor. You hit it. You nailed it. That's
Good
fine.
Lord.
A placental abruption is what a doctor would say, but you're correct. All right.
2 fantastic second rounds there by our competitors. I'll just say that. Well done, both of you.
All right, so go ahead, Aaron. You can tell
Yeah,
us what's happening.
and after round 2, the score remains a 4-point game. Both 2 very impressive rounds, 9 points from each opponent or each player, 15-11. I have it going into round number 3. It is the Austin Pez Memorial synopsis round. I will always call it that. I don't care how many he gets right in this round. Prior to the match, both players drafted 3 general movie categories. These 6 choices are in a pool from which either player can select at any time. The player who is trailing selects first, choosing which of the categories they want for a 2-point synopsis. If at any point the trailing player takes the lead, control switches to the other player, who will choose categories until they take the lead. Players rest awards a 2, 3, and 5-point question. Play ends when all questions have been asked or one player is mathematically unable to catch up. So we are going to go over to Rose here to select her 2-point question. And I will bring up, do I bring up the categories? Did I mention the categories?
You just say the categories. And
Okay. In the categories we have to select from are sci-fi horror, psychological thrillers, horror comedies, found footage, 2010s, and 2000s. So, Rose, what would you like for your 2-point synopsis?
Psychological thrillers.
psychological thrillers. And Aaron, you're reading these?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll read this one. All right, Rose, you ready for your 2-pointer in psychological thrillers?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. For 2 points, a family in the 1630s New England is torn apart by the forces of sorcery, black magic, and possession. Name that movie.
The witch, just witch.
I would say the witch, but I will count the witch as well. That is correct for 2 points. It is going to remain with you with a chance to take the lead here with your 3-point synopsis. What would you like?
The remaining categories are 2000s, 2010s, found footage, horror comedies, and sci-fi horror.
Thank you.
2000s.
All right. I'll tee it back up. Your 3-pointer in the category of 2000s Rose is very dramatic. A fun Mexican holiday takes a turn for the worse when a group of friends and a fellow tourist embark on a remote archaeological dig in the jungle where something evil lives among them. Name that.
The ruins.
That is correct for the lead and 3 points. Well done. All right. Over to you, Eric, for your 2-point question, and John will give the rest of the categories remaining.
Eric, you can choose from the 2010s, found footage, horror comedies, or science fiction horror. What would you like?
I'll take the 2010s.
2010s. All right. We're going to the 2010s for 2 points. Are you ready, Eric?
Sure.
On a quiet suburban street, a babysitter must defend a 12-year-old boy from intruders, only to discover it's far from a normal home invasion. Name that movie.
Oh, yeah, I got screwed.
5.
Repeat?
That's your first repeat.
I'm going to be pissed when I hear it.
On a quiet suburban street, a babysitter must defend a 12-year-old boy from intruders, only to discover it's far from a normal home invasion. Name that movie.
We'll have to challenge because the witch I knew.
Also a psychological thriller.
Yeah. No.
4, 3, 2.
Yes, I don't know.
That is the plot to Better Watch Out. Better watch
Oh, that's what I
out.
was thinking. Yeah, but never mind. I wasn't thinking of it enough.
Okay, so you're left with found footage, horror comedies, or science fiction horror. What would you like?
Horror comedies, please.
Horror comedies, I got that one loaded up. Horror comedies for 3. Here we go. Will and Jake are traveling con artists who encounter a genuine fairy tale curse, which requires their true courage instead of their usual bogus exorcisms. Name that movie.
Oh no, this is my downfall. That's why I never want to make it to this round.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Never heard of it. No.
That is The Brothers Grimm. The Brothers Grimm.
Oh, that's what that's about. Okay.
So now
makes
we're
sense.
down to your 5-pointer. You can either pick science fiction horror or found footage. What would you like?
Science fiction horror, please.
It all comes down to this. Sci-fi horror for 5 points. Eric, are you ready? You have 2 repeats remaining. Here we go. When Royal Air Force pilot Lieutenant Kate Sinclair is shot down over Afghanistan, she finds refuge in an underground bunker where deadly man-made biological weapons, half human, half alien, are awakened. Name that movie.
Oh no, it's this far and to end like this with a stinker of around 3. Repeat.
That is your second repeat. When Royal Air Force pilot Lieutenant Kate Sinclair is shot down over Afghanistan, she finds refuge in an underground bunker where deadly man-made biological weapons, half human, half alien, are awakened. Name that movie. Five.
No, repeat.
There's your last repeat.
Yeah.
When Royal Air Force pilot Lieutenant Kate Sinclair is shot down over Afghanistan, she finds refuge in an underground bunker where deadly man-made biological weapons, half human, half alien, are awakened. Name that movie. Five.
No, congrats, Rose. The Endless. I don't know. It's not the Endless.
And your winner going on to the finals, Rose Lyndsey. That is Neil Marshall's newest movie, The Lair, from last year. The Lair. With that being said, we're going to go to post-match interviews. Drop Rose back briefly. Aaron, take it away.
Yep. Wow, what a match here tonight. Round 3. Yeah, I've been there before, Eric. Trust me, don't beat yourself too much up there. Not to mention with the, kind of the changes at the end. I know that's going to be a little more frustrating for you, and I don't blame you. But at the same point, I don't think you should really beat yourself up too much. You also still have the Money in the Bank, and you got the duos title, and you're going to be back. How are you feeling though right now?
I'm very pissed. I knew the witch. I'm not going to challenge it. I did thought of Better Watch Out, but somehow I overthought it, as you said. But I knew knowing how strong Rose was in the round 2, I was going to have to earn it, and I didn't earn it. She earned it, and she did fantastic. Congrats to her. Yeah, I'll probably have to prep for this type of round again, but also I can start prepping right now for. I really wanted to have 2 chances at the big title and play either Abby or Shannon, which I haven't played either of them in singles. So that would have been fun, but that's not what happened. So I'll have to prep for the champion, prep for defending titles when that tournament ends. And yeah, props to Rose, props to Aaron for hosting, props to John for screwing me out of a 2-pointer. I'm kidding. No, this was fun while it lasted. I had an 8-match streak going, and it ended in a whimper.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's no good way to lose, so I don't agree that it ended with a whimper. You ended up with 15 points in 2 rounds, which is very good. You're going to be back. Just got the Money in the Bank left. Is there anybody else that you're looking to play now, you do have a little bit of freedom from a track on a tournament.
And I would look forward to playing whoever's the champion after that. If not, whoever loses Abby and Shannon's match, I would like to play. That would be fun.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
you
it
can make
seems
that
like
happen.
there's plenty here. So I understand you've 7 straight wins, 8 straight wins, either way. Very impressive. You're still one of the best players in the league here. And congratulations on another great match up until that round 3 it happened. So thanks for being here.
We're looking forward to you cashing in. But
I can't wait to see what you do with that also.
It'll happen whenever. All right, we drop you backstage. Bring in today's winner. Moving on to the finals. Rose Lyndsey, you did it. You just did it. I don't know what else to say. Every time you get one of your lovely ladies of horror and you just run it every time.
I don't even know what to say. I honestly was not expecting that at all. That was a shocker for me.
Yeah, I mean, John just comes in and runs over here because he's so excited, but I totally get it. I mean, honestly, we like everybody in this league, so we're always happy whoever wins, but it is really cool to see the players like Abby, the players like Rose, these players who haven't played in, trivia in any facet really before come in here and now are just completely taking over the league. I mean, you were down 13 points at one point in this match, which if that was me, I would have been storming off. I would have checked myself out. I wouldn't have been able to answer questions I know. So you really do have a way of keeping the same demeanor at all times. Once in a while, you'll laugh at something, but really for the most part, it's that same demeanor. Do you think that's why you're able to be so successful here? Are you as calm as you appear on the outside?
Yes and no. I'm a counselor in real life, so I'm pretty good at keeping a poker face.
Fair enough. I'm really looking forward to seeing the next categories that you pick because they're always very unique. And you are in the finals against either Shannon or Abby. What do you think about that? And do you have a preference on who you end up facing there in the finals?
I'm really not super familiar with everybody's game yet at this point, so I'm looking forward to whoever I end up with.
Fair enough.
We're going to drop you to the back, and congratulations one last time.
Yeah.
We're going to find out who she's playing.
Right after this.
Right after this intermission. Say it again, Aaron.
All right, we are going to find out who's playing her Rose here in the finals right after everybody's favorite intermission, the killer intermission of the concession stand, right after this.
Hello, and thank you for your business. Why not stop by our refreshment stand? We have all kinds of special treats, but don't take my word for it. Take it away, fellas!
Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, bring a happy pie. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, having a good time. Popcorn for all, hell's on its way. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time.
2 minutes till showtime. There's still plenty of time to visit the refreshment stand.
Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time. Bells on its way. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time.
Welcome back from intermission. We are ready for the main event of the evening, the upper half of the bracket, so to speak. Some higher ranked competitors going at it tonight. That being said, let's just get right to it. Bring in the number 5 seed. Not so much upset. People expect big things. I shouldn't tell her upset. She'll get nervous. Abby Brooks, you've been doing incredibly well. So I won't. Yeah, everyone loves you. Everyone's proud of you. You were a high seed, so you were expected to do well, and you have been doing well. How do you respond?
I don't know about that. I don't think I was supposed to do well. I don't think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't agree.
Good agree. All right. Humble to the end. That being said, your opponent, the number 1 seed, the Cemetery Man, Shannon Briggs, and I'll put him up top. Shannon, you are the number 1 seed. People did expect big things of you. You did have a very tight match with Jeremy Adams. Everybody expected it to be that way. And here we are in the semis. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling good. Abby. I feel like Abby Shorts. Is not giving herself credit. I watched. I've watched her play, and I'm very looking forward to this match. I've definitely trying to do my research and stuff. So because I definitely expect that. Like I said, I had a very good game with Jeremy, and it was really down to the last question on that one. And like I said, let's look forward to it's like I said, first time I faced Abby, so I think look forward to it.
All right. Well, let's stop looking forward to it. Let's do it. Round 1, the speed round. Before the match, both contestants gave me 4 categories, so I wrote 8 questions in the order they were drafted. Players should be numbering their boards 1 through 8 while I read the rest of these rules. I'll read a question, I'll wait 10 seconds, and I'll read a question, and that'll continue until I've gone through all 8 questions, and the round will end 10 seconds after I read the final question. Throughout the match, both players get 3 repeats in a challenge. In round 1, they can, however, use one of those repeats to stop the clock, have me repeat as many questions as they'd like, and then they get 20 seconds to finish up their board. In the event a contestant gets all 8 questions right, there is a 9th bonus question. Any questions before we get started?
No, I'm good.
All right, your first question. In recent releases, who plays controversial anthropologist Jared York in Humane? Your second question, in the season 6 of The Last Drive-In, Graduation Day revolves around a murderer killing members of a team involved with what high school sport? Moving on to movies released on Shudder. How many people are on the Zoom call initially at the start of the movie in 2020's Host? Produced by Val Lewton. Name one of the 2 Val Lewton produced movies that star Boris Karloff. Going on to directed by Eli Roth. How many years after Hostel was Hostel Part 2? And another director, Rob Zombie. In Rob Zombie's Halloween, what animal is the statuette that Michael's mom gives him at the sanitarium? Moving on to The Conjureverse. In The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, what famous singer did Lorraine Warren tell Sergeant Clay she met both dead and alive? And finally, in Vincent Price, what horror director did Vincent Price work with twice in 1959? Your chance to use a repeat will expire in 5, 4.
Can I do number 6?
Number 6. In Rob Zombie's Halloween, what animal is the statuette that Michael's mom gives him at the sanitarium? And you have 20 seconds from now. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Shannon first. Shannon, your answers.
Number 1, I said Pierce Brosnan. Number 2, Track. Number 3, 7. Number 4, The Body Snatchers and Isle of the Dam. Number 5, I went with 1 Year. Number 6, I went with Horse. Number 7, I said Elvis. And number 8, I went with William Castle.
All right, and Abby?
For 1, I don't think I spelled it right, but I put Jay Baruchel. 2, Track and Field. 3, 7 for The Curse of Cat People. 5, 2, 6, Rat. 7, Elvis Presley. And 8, William Castle.
At the end of round number 1, we are tied 5-5. Here are your answers. Jay Baruchel, however you spell it, is Jared in Humane. Graduation Day, Track and Field. I'll accept both answers. For number 3, there are 6 people in the call at the start of Host. The 2 Boris Karloff movies are The Body Snatcher or Isle of the Dead. Either answer. I think Shannon gave me both. That's fine. Hostel Part 2 is 2 years after Hostel. The statue that his mom gives him in Rob Zombie's Halloween is a horse, a white horse. Elvis Presley is the singer that Lorraine claims she met. And William Castle is the director that worked with Vincent Price twice in 59. That being said, we're going to go on to round number 2. All those categories, they're on a wheel now. Player in the lead, that'll be Shannon, has the option to spin first or defer to their opponent. Both players are going to get a turn in this round. A player could spin, they can take the slice they land on, or they can utilize the 1 respin they have. If they use the respin, they have to take whatever they land on. Whatever we settle on, you're going to get 5 2-point questions in that category. However, there's multiple choice for all those questions. If you take multiple choice, it's worth 1 point. And if an incorrect answer is given, your opponent can steal for the current point value of the question. So I actually forgot to share the screen, but here it is. Let me put this away, and we'll talk about the categories on the wheel today. Oh, didn't mean to spin it, but it doesn't matter. Categories on the wheel. Recent releases. Season 6 of The Last Drive-In. Shudder. Val Lewton. Eli Roth. Rob Zombie. The Conjureverse. And Vincent Price. Shannon, what would you like to do? Spin first or defer?
I will spin first.
All right, here's your first spin. You get directed by Eli Roth. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
I'll go ahead and keep that.
We're going to keep Eli Roth. Okay, put that wheel backstage briefly. And here are your Eli Roth questions. You ready for your first question?
Yes.
What is the name of the criminal organization that kills foreigners in the Hostel franchise?
Multiple choice, please.
Is it A, prime hunting, B, class hunting, C, elite hunting, or D, alpha hunting?
I think it's C, elite hunting.
That is correct. The Elite Hunting Club. Your second question. What does Justine's father do for a living in The Green Inferno?
Multiple choice, please.
A, senator. B, lawyer. C, pilot. Or D, biologist.
A, senator.
That is incorrect. A chance for a 1 point steal, Abby. Is he A, a senator, B, a lawyer, C, a pilot, or D, a biologist?
I'll go with B, lawyer.
He is a lawyer. That is correct. Shannon, your third question. Which composer has collaborated with Eli Roth the most times?
Multiple choice.
A, Nathan Barr, B, Manuel Rivera, C, Ludwig Göransson, or D, Brandon Roberts?
A, Nathan Barr.
That is correct for 1 point. Your fourth question. In what room in their house does Stephanie find Paxton decapitated in Hostel Part 2?
That is the kitchen.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. Who plays Karen, the girl who gets quarantined in the shed in Cabin Fever?
Jordan Ladd.
That is correct for 2 points. So at the end of your half of the round, score is 11-6. We'll drop that back. We'll bring the wheel back in. Abby, you ready for your first spin?
Yeah.
And you get Vincent Price. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
I'll spin again.
He's in a lot of movies. So spin again. You get The Last Drive-In Season 6. So let me put this wheel away permanently. We'll talk about that funny little show on Shudder with Joe Bob Briggs and Darcy the Mail Girl, who follows me on TikTok. Hey, Darcy, how's it going? Last Drive-In Season 6. Are you ready?
Sure.
Your first question. What location is Melvin killed in at the beginning of The Toxic Avenger?
Well, I know it's in like a vat of acid. Is that what you're looking for?
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Chance for a 2 point steal. What location is Melvin killed at the beginning of The Toxic Avenger?
I'm going to guess the Jim Hillspaw.
He is killed in a gym.
Okay.
Looking for location.
Okay.
I was thinking because I think he gets thrown. He's technically thrown out of the gym into the
Yeah.
Your second question. What is the name of the town in Rottentail?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Bunny Isle, B, Rabbit Rapids, C, Easter Falls, or D, Floppy Cove?
I think it's Easter Falls.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question. In Suitable Flesh, how many times must a host swap before it is permanently in a body? 5.
3 times.
For 2 points, that is correct. Your fourth question. What is the name of the gym in Death Spot?
Star Body Health Club.
That is correct for 2 points.
Good pull.
Thanks.
Your final question. What relation do Austin and Tommy have in The Autopsy of Jane Doe?
Multiple choice.
Are they A, uncle and nephew, B, grandfather and grandson, C, father and son, or D, stepfather and stepson?
Father and son.
They are father and son, and going into round number 3, we have a 1-point game. Shannon in the lead, 13-12. So bring that off the screen. Going into round number. What happened to my cool format? Round number 3. It's the synopsis round. Prior to the match, both players drafted 3 general movie categories. These 6 choices are in a pool from which either player can select at any time. The player who is trailing will select first, choosing which of the categories they want for a 2-point synopsis question. If at any point the trailing player takes the lead, control switches to the other player, who will choose categories until they take the lead. Players progress through getting 2-point, 3-point, and 5-point questions. Play ends when either all questions have been asked or one player is mathematically unable to catch up. So, Abby, since you are trailing, you get to choose your 2-point question out of the categories the 1990s, the 2000s, body horror, foreign language horror, found footage, or horror comedies. Which would you like for a 2-point question?
I will do 2020s.
That's not one of the categories.
It's not?
It's 1990s, 2000s, body horror, foreign language horror, found footage, or horror comedies, but I will pause to make sure that I did not make a mistake. We double-checked the chat logs, and Abby is correct. That 6th category is the 2020s. So your choices now are the 1990s, 2020s, body horror, foreign language horror, found footage, or horror comedies. What would you like for your 2-point question?
I would like to take the 2020s.
Then the 2020s you'll get. Here's your 2-point question. A family moves into a new home, unaware that a dark secret from the house's past will unleash a malevolent force in their backyard pool. Name that movie.
Night Swim.
That is, unfortunately, Night Swim.
People really hate that movie. I have not watched it. I think I'm getting better off without watching it.
I mean, they explore the space. Like it is the best haunted pool movie you'll ever see. Take that as you will. All right, 2020 is off the board. Shannon, you could choose from the 1990s, body horror, foreign language horror, found footage, or horror comedies. What would you like for your 2-point question?
I will go with body horror.
Body horror. Here's your 2-point body horror question. In the near future, technology controls nearly all aspects of life. When Gray, a technophobe, has his life ruined, his only hope for revenge is an experimental computer chip implant. Name that movie.
That is the fantastic Upgrade.
That is Upgrade, correct. So body horror is now off the table. Abby, we're going to go to you for your 3-point question. You could choose from the 1990s, foreign language horror, found footage, or horror comedies. What would you like?
I will take foreign language.
Foreign language horror for 3. Here we go. Students investigate a series of bear killings, but learn that there are much more dangerous things going on. They start to follow a man, learning that he is after a different type of game. Name that movie.
Bear killings.
Did you have all 3 repeats? 5, 4.
I'll repeat it.
What's your first repeat? Students investigate a series of bear killings, but learn that there are much more dangerous things going on. They start to follow a man, learning that he is after a different type of game. Name that movie. Five, 4, 3.
I'll repeat it again.
All right, your second repeat. Students investigate a series of bear killings, but learn that there are much more dangerous things going on. They start to follow a man, learning that he is after a different type of game. Name that movie.
I don't know. Backcountry. I don't even think that's foreign.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Troll Hunter. That's Troll.
Okay.
So we will stick with you for a 5-pointer. You could choose from 90s, found footage, or horror comedies. What would you like?
I'll take found footage.
Found footage for 5. Here we go. The story of a normal family disintegrating under financial strain and driven to the unimaginable. The events unfold through daughter Judith's video camera, presented as court evidence. Name that movie. Five, four, three.
One more repeat.
That's your last repeat, yep. The story of a normal family disintegrating under financial strain and driven to the unimaginable. The events unfold through daughter Judith's video camera, presented as court evidence. Name that movie.
I don't know. Is there one called Home Video?
And your winner, Shannon Briggs. That movie's called Exhibit A. Exhibit A. It's a courtroom found footage drama. That being said, we'll drop Shannon backstage briefly and talk to Abby. So you kept it real close. I mean, tied at round one, 1 point difference, and only because of a steal. You would have been winning if it wasn't for that steal in round two. And then, round three, it's hit a bumpy road. How you feel?
Yeah. I mean, I feel okay. I mean, I know I should have known the Toxic Avenger one. I knew it was in a gym. I didn't realize how specific or where. But yeah, no, I wasn't really expecting to win. Shannon is like the best player out of everybody. But that being said, I think I did okay.
I think you did okay too. So once we re-rack, I think we're going to be doing some team stuff. Is your team situation squared away, or are we still debating this?
I think I still have to have a conversation. I do still have to have a conversation, but I think it will be squared away.
When you and your mystery partner return, who are you looking to play?
In teams?
Yeah.
We'll do anybody, I guess.
You guys will do anybody.
We'll start from the bench.
I'll make sure I tell her on that, and we'll put you backstage and bring in Shannon. So Shannon, you did it. You're in the finals. We are taping this finale of the episode before the episode that aired before it. So we actually, in this period of time, don't know who won the match that's happening before this match. So I'll ask you flat out, who would you rather have won the match before, Erick or Rose?
Oh, I would say they're both good. I would say it'd be interesting playing Erick, because I was gonna say he's a really good. I know him from other trivia other trivia channels and stuff like that. He's a very good and knowledgeable player in a lot of different genres. So I would both of them are pretty good. But I mean, yeah, it would be very. I think me and him would be a very good match.
That's a very fair assessment. Well, congratulations for making it to the finals. That'll actually be coming up soon. We'll probably throw a few team matches in the way just so you and your opponent can prepare. But Shannon, you've been killing it this tournament. Number one seed. Go to the finals.
I just wanted to tell Abby that I think she's actually the first person I think that's actually tied me. I think even Jeremy, she should hold her head held down, because I mean even Jeremy didn't even tie me on the first round. And so I mean, like I said, it came up to that me stealing that second point of the second round question. But yeah, she, like I said, that she has nothing to feel bad about on this round. She, as far as I know, she did all that she could, her best. So
I would agree with that assessment. Shannon, we're going to see you very soon, and we'll just put a bone. Thank you for coming. Put you backstage really quick. What a match. Another Shannon involved in another great match. So I can only imagine in the finals it's going to be a third great match. This has been Why We Love Horror Trivia. If you made it this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, share. Go to the Facebook group, Why We Love Horror. You get all your news there. Go to the TikTok, WWL Horror. We do some fun stuff there. Remember, every Monday it's Versus. Every Wednesday we do some special episode or something. Thursday we do Why We Love Horror, which is our new releases show. And we do live horror headlines later on. And then every Friday, you're watching it. Why We Love Horror Trivia. Thank you for showing up. We appreciate your patronage.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!